Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba Hashem, Rakakwadash. The honors to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. A lesson will be entitled, Don't Be a Drooping Plant. I repeat, don't be a drooping plant. Lord will, you are edified. And since I said that, let's focus on the term droop. Droop, according to the freedictionary.com, to bend or hang downward. Again, to bend or hang downward. To sag or allow to sag, as from weakness or exhaustion, hang down, sink. The focal point for this lesson, we must remain connected to the living water. John 4:10. Yahushua answered and said unto her, this heathen woman, if you know the gift of the Most High, and who it is that said to you, give me to drink, you would have asked of him, and he would have given you living water. John chapter 7 and verse 38. He that believes on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly, meaning mine, shall flow rivers of living water. It's very important for us to maintain our connection in this truth. I have a plant at home, me and my woman, right? And I noticed if we don't water that plant begins to droop downward. And as soon as I water that plant, the very next day, the next morning, that plant is back standing upright. Okay? So as prophets in this truth, we must remain connected to the living water. And there are time frames where we will droop, and that's okay. But the goal is, okay, notice it. And that's why the scriptures say what? We must what? Examine ourselves. 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. Examine yourselves. Okay? Examine in the Greek going into scrutinize, which means a rigorous process. So examine yourselves whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Try your own selves. Know you not your own selves, how that Yahushua Mashiach is in you, except you be reprobates. And one way to know if Yahushua is within us, we will be standing upright in the spirit, meaning being active in His truth. Okay? So, yes, videos are extremely important because what's faith without works? But at the same time frame, our character as men are important. Okay? So we supposed to follow the Lamb wherever he goes. And our conduct supposed to be a manifestation of Yahushua. Now, brothers that are not connected in this truth, you are drooping. If you're not actively doing your videos, if you're not actively checking in, if you're not actively around the brotherhood, you're fucking drooping. Okay? You are drooping, right? And we are all men. So we shouldn't have to continue to encourage one another all the fucking time to do the work and don't droop. Okay? We need to be very mindful that we are all expendable. And I'm talking to myself first. The Most High don't need me. Okay? There have been times I missed camp due to sickness. And guess what? Camp still flowed like I never fucking existed. Okay? Again, it flowed like I never existed. And if that is not, if that is something not to be in awe about, you're fucking crazy or marvel at. All right, just knowing that Yahweh Bashem Al Shah doesn't need us, this is a gift. Okay, so we must stay connected to the living water, praying, fasting, okay, reading, and doing the work, and also really living this thing, right? Brothers supposed to be brotherly. Okay, we supposed to be integrated into this spiritual house, which is the body of Yahushua, right? The body of Yahushua, the third temple, which consists of 144 bricks, 12,000 elected Israelite men out of the 12 tribes of Israel. And guess what? And you have to add the believers, okay? The believers that believe too, which are the elect of Israel at this time, frame, consisting of Israelite men, women, and children. Let's go to Psalms, the first chapter. And let's read this in the NLT. Oh, the joys of those who do not follow the advice of the wicked, or stand around with sinners, or join in with mockers, but they delight in the law of Yahweh, meditating on it day and night. Verse 3. They are like trees planted along the riverbank, and Yahushua is our riverbank, bearing fruit each season. Their leaves never wither, and they prosper in all they do because they are connected to that water source, which is Yahushua. Okay, Yahushua is the water source. It's a precept I was thinking about too. You know what? Let's just go to John. Because I know when Yahushua stated that he was that spiritual vine, a definition goes into how he supplies spiritual nutrients to the branches, which are the elect of Israel, starting with the 144,000. But I also want to see what's up with water. According to the Greek.
Strong's G 5204. Hudor. Hudor.
Ooh. Allegorically, that which refreshes and keeps alive the spirit is likened to water. Right? So if we are connected to Yahushua in the spirit, we not going to look like this. Okay, we are going to be standing spiritually upright, fellowshipping, praying, fasting, okay, teaching, being brotherly, being connected, being fucking connected. All right, we will be standing upright. Why? Because again, Salak, Yahweh Shai, right, is giving us, well, let me just say it like this. Yahweh Shai is refreshing us and keeping us going in the spirit, okay? Because we are connected to him. And the sad part about it is that the Most High, through Yahweh Shai, has to select you to do so. He has to put that spirit on you to do so. Okay? For me to continue to want to do videos, that spirit is not of me, right? It's coming from Yahweh through Yahweh Shai, administered by the angels. And that's the scary part. So you can talk to a person until your face, goes numb. But at the end of the day, it's the Most High through Yahweh Shai has to put that spirit on that brother. Period. Everything is spiritual. So let's go to the last precept, John chapter 17 and verse 8. Asalakia. I meant Jeremiah 17 and verse 8. And let's start in the NLT. But blessed are those who trust in Yahweh and have made Yahweh their hope and confidence. They are like trees planted along a riverbank, which roots that reach deep into the water. Such trees are not bothered by the heat or worried by long months of drought. Their leaves stay green and they never stop producing fruit. So on our pages are going to be active. Okay? So we are going to be living this thing on and off screen. You have to do both. Okay, you have to. Okay, you can put all this input into you, but at the same time frame, if you are a prophet, you got to have output. Okay, that's why Luke, the 9th chapter, talks about, turning back, looking back, and letting go of the plow, right? And plow goes into to turn up. So we supposed to be turned up, right, via the Spirit. And again, most importantly, if we are connected to Yahweh Shai, we are going to be standing upright, okay? And if you feel that you're drooping, okay, pray to Yahweh Shem Shai for more spirit to do the work, or whatever that has your attention, okay? Pray that the Most High becomes the center of your attention. Because how this thing works is, if you are a man of the Lord, what's going to happen is the Most High is going to start stripping things from you, or from me, or anyone. No one's fucking special. That's why the scripture states that Yahushua is a jealous power. Jealous in the Hebrew goes into to shut out, meaning he wants to be our number one. Okay? Lord will, this was edifying. Shalom.